Fans think Katseye members are beefing. They also think BLACKPINK members are beefing. Fans also think the creators of Kpop Demon Hunters are beefing with IVE. Belift and Jin are actually beefing. All that and more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And yes, I got a new shirt. What do you think? This movie is amazing. And we brought back the stress balls for funsies. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Are Katseye Daniela and Manon fighting? This has been a topic of conversation for many reasons, and fans feel so many different ways about it. So basically this started out as kind of a joke. Fans were talking about how Manon seemingly deleted some photos with Daniela on her Instagram account and kind of joking like, oh my god, they're fighting. But at first it really wasn't a serious thing. I mean, people delete photos on their Instagram accounts all the time. It doesn't mean you're fighting with someone. Maybe you just don't like the photo anymore. Maybe you just want to clean up your feed. Or maybe you really are fighting with someone. I mean, but then people started seeing this photo of Daniela, and they were saying that she was out with Dream Academy member Naisha. Now, it is so important to know that we do not see this person's face. We don't actually know that it's Naisha, but this led to a lot of criticism towards Daniela because a lot of fans feel that Naisha shaded Manon because she wrote this comment on Lara's post basically saying, "We talked about this. You knew the spot was yours and so did I. So proud of you, sister. Now I need you to know that you're not only holding it down for the brown girls, but you're also going to end up having to hold it down for the black girls as well. It might not make sense now, but it's a matter of time that it does. And when it does, know that I trust you, I believe in you, and you can do anything. You inspire me, I love you." So fans thought that this was quite shady towards Manon. Now, Naisha did receive a lot of backlash for saying that, and it seems that she did end up clarifying, saying, "When I saw her win, I was so happy for her that I was like, dude, you're not just holding it down for the brown girls, like you're gonna end up holding it down for everyone," I said. "You're gonna end up holding it down for the black girls as well. You're not only reaching brown girls' heart, you're reaching black girls' heart. You're gonna reach so many people with this attitude because as a woman of color, she did nothing but to pour into, inspire, uplift, and elevate everyone around her." So it seems according to her, holding it down didn't mean represent necessarily, and that she wasn't shading Manon. So because of all that, when fans saw that Daniela was potentially hanging out with her, like I said, it led to a lot of criticism. And honestly, this wouldn't even be the first time Katseye members received criticism for hanging out with Dream Academy contestants. Not to entertain mess, but I do genuinely think it's interesting how the entire fandom expects Manon to be the bigger person, but if the roles were reversed, I don't think the same tune would be sung at all. Maybe I'm not mature enough because while I see moving on from something, I low-key wouldn't want my best friend hanging out with girls that were full-on shading me on social media and talking behind my back. I feel the same way about the girls with Adela. Of course, it must be difficult as Danny was close with Naisha before she was close with Manon, and Lara and Megan were friends with Adela before Manon as well, so that's what their priority is. Now, while there was a lot of criticism, there were a ton of people hitting back, basically saying this is way too parasocial. Like, you should not be able to be dictating who idols hang out with. We don't know these people. We don't know if they made up. We don't know if they hate each other. We don't know if they love each other. So let's read some comments because I made a short about this. Even if they're beefing, I'm sure they'll be laughing about it on a live in a couple months. It's normal for friends to fight sometimes. My thoughts are, it's none of my business. I like them as artists. Their personal lives are none of my concern. Respectfully, I think some fans need to calm down. We don't know these people or their lives, and at the end of the day, they are co-workers working in the same girl group. They don't have to be friends, but if they are, we don't need to be speculating about any of their personal matters. Some people delete Instagram photos because they don't like how they look. It's not so deep. I deleted Instagram photos where I thought I didn't look good, lol. It had been 2 years since Naisha shaded Manon. They probably forgave each other, and Daniela can still have friends outside of Katseye. This is the same story all over again, just like when Megan and Lara hung out with Adela. Dream Academy is behind them. I'm sure they're over whatever beef there was. They're famous now and probably DJF, and neither should we. We can just remember that people are able to grow and change and move on from the past. But even if there is any real beef, we shouldn't care because we aren't involved whatsoever. I think people are noticing more and more how famous Katseye are becoming. Like, things that could have probably during their debut time are things that are going to be even more heavily scrutinized moving forward. But of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Actually, on that note of deleting Instagram posts and people thinking that you're beefing, the same thing happened to BLACKPINK because people are saying that Jennie deleted a photo of herself and Rosé. This is the alleged photo in question, and Jennie's getting heavily criticized for that. I mean, she didn't even have to hang out with anybody. I mean, people are calling her jealous and disrespectful. I mean, all that to say, if people are going to speculate, they will speculate about anything. Of course, there are fans defending Jennie in this situation as well, saying maybe Rosé asked for her to delete the photo. Like, we just don't know. But that does bring us to our next story, which is also about fans alleging beef. I'm sure by now you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters. This soundtrack is reaching like #1 on charts. And a really big topic of conversation was that the song Golden from the soundtrack sounded a lot like IVE's I Am. From there, we actually saw IVE do a dance challenge to the song while doing their I Am choreography. So where does this beef come into play? Well, fans are basically saying that the creator of K-pop Demon Hunters has been retweeting all idols who are doing any dance challenges related to the movie, but that they didn't repost IVE. Fans essentially expressing that they feel IVE was an inspiration, especially behind the song, even like the visuals, and yet IVE weren't reposted. As a fan of the K-pop Demon Hunters movie, it's really disheartening to see that the creator is straight up ignoring the fact that they so clearly took inspiration from IVE for Golden, and yet they were never mentioned, and she RTs everything except IVE's cover. And especially since during the song there was an airplane scene and IVE's I Am, they're literally dancing on an airplane. So of course I'd love to know what you think of the situation. Do you think it's just an innocent mistake? I mean, I know some people were like, oh wow, it was so shady of IVE to use their own choreography for the song. Do you think that would affect anything? Do you think it's literally just there are so many things to retweet and one thing flies by you? Or no? Let me know. Belift lab defending Islet against plagiarism accusations. So this happened during the third hearing for the lawsuit filed by Belift lab against Minhyejin. And basically in this hearing, they are strongly denying the claims that Islet copied NewJeans, which we know was a major claim made by Minhyejin. In fact, in denying the copying allegations, they went as far as saying that if Islet copied NewJeans, then NewJeans copied Gfriend. And apparently they showed similarities between NewJeans and Gfriend. So here are the similarities that they pointed out between those two groups. Techniques and concepts such as transition from 16:9 high definition to 4:3 low quality video formats, wide angle shots of girls running and crossing bridges, and music videos themed around school uniforms. So Belift is saying that Gfriend used these 6 years before NewJeans. On top of that, they submitted evidence of advertisements and photo shoots that were similar to Gfriend's, which included group photos in white outfits with a dreamlike atmosphere, hanbok themed concept photos that Minhyejin previously described as unique to NewJeans, and visual compositions shot in front of red structures with the sea and sky in the background. So of course Belift's side is trying to paint the picture that these themes, these concepts are not exclusive to NewJeans. Just as NewJeans is not considered a copy of Gfriend, Islet should not be called a copy of NewJeans simply because of a few overlapping elements. Someone with as much experience in the entertainment industry as Minhyejin should understand that these similarities are often coincidental and not evidence of deliberate copying. But continuing on, so it seems that Minhyejin had made claims that some promotional material was even copied, specifically the use of coax outdoor screen, selfies in front of the Eiffel Tower, as well as group poses. So Belift's side is basically saying that if such reasoning were applied consistently, even NewJeans content could be seen as derivative. We are not saying NewJeans copied anyone else, said the agency. We are simply pointing out that by Minhyejin's own logic, NewJeans could also be viewed as copying earlier looks. As well, remember, this was a huge topic of conversation. Did Islet copy NewJeans? Was NewJeans concept even original to begin with? And a lot of criticism was that how can you have a copyright on a specific look? But it seems that Minhyejin was saying that it's not that you can copy having long black hair, but more so she was pointing out that this is happening under the same parent company. HYBE being that parent company, her being under Adore, who is under HYBE, and Belift Lab being under HYBE as well. So of course during this hearing we got to hear what Minhyejin's side was saying as well. So her side is saying that they didn't bring up the plagiarism accusations to begin with, that it was actually everyone else. They brought up online comments from the Coup, Instas, and I mean we were there as well when Islet debuted and people were comparing them to NewJeans, right? With Minhyejin's side saying the issue of Islet copying NewJeans was first raised internally within HYBE. However, in response, HYBE conducted an illegal audit. The press conference and public statements that followed were made in a defensive effort to reveal the true motive behind HYBE's audit. They continue to say, this is a case involving defamation and business obstruction, not copyright infringement. Despite this, Islet's side continues to frame the issue as one of copyright by focusing on the use of terms like copying and plagiarism. Plagiarism does not equate to copyright infringement. The plaintiff is blurring the issue by implying that the term plagiarism means a legal violation of copyright, which has already been clarified in prior case law. So it seems they addressed, quote, why Islet's camp is fixated on choreography, with her team saying, other aspects bear even clearer clear resemblances, making it difficult for them to deny imitation. The similarities between NewJeans and Islet are too extensive to be dismissed as coincidental. Her lawyers go on to say that when Islet debuted, people were immediately saying that they were a Minhyejin style group, or commented, quote, "Everything about them reminds me of NewJeans." So this hearing does come after Minhyejin was cleared of breach of trust charges that IVE put against her. And she does have another lawsuit with Source Music, which has been rescheduled to August 22nd. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. So with that, let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. Following Jennie's viral moment at BLACKPINK's concert when she was showing off, she actually shared a picture of her showing off again, as well as a specific finger. YG, the man himself, has been sentenced to prison, a 6-month prison sentence, suspended for 1 year. He was convicted of coercing a witness, the exact charge being coercion of an interview. Twice's Mina revealed that she got a mole removed because once is noted that it was getting bigger, so she went to a dermatologist and they said that it would be better to remove it, and she did. Cube Entertainment have apparently trademarked NewJeans as a name. NewJeans? Katseye have released their music video for Monster High Fright song. SM Entertainment have confirmed that Sunghan will perform at SM Town, Tokyo. Hwasa revealed that she suffered hearing loss after her in-ear burst in her ear. And then I just wanted to show you guys this tweet because Chris Martin at the Coldplay concert. I don't know if you guys saw, but at the Coldplay concert, I guess basically they show off couples and then do like a song on the spot for couples. And then they showed this couple and this was the reaction.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what?
He goes on to say like they're either having an affair or really shy, and people apparently found out that both of them are married to different people and he's the CEO of a specific company, so on and so forth. Here's the thing though, people need to be more paranoid. If I'm cheating on my partner who is also cheating on their partner, and I'm going to a concert where the singer is known to point out couples and sing songs for them, why are you risking being cuddly at that point? I mean, if you're already making bad life decisions like that, what can I expect from you? But I'm just saying. Let's move on to a comment response section. I got this comment about me saying that I don't think Jennie stopping for 5 seconds to fix her mic pack is that big of a deal. And that's just my opinion. You're welcome to disagree with me. I think there are way more egregious things to criticize. But this person says, "No, Angelina, no. Stop babying her. She's from Gen 3, so she is now sunbae for many junior idols. She has experience in handling technical issues and stages. If she is sick, she has the resources to improve her health and get better. Why don't you want to criticize her? Afraid that Jennie fans will boycott your channel?" First of all, wouldn't be the first time. Second of all, no Blink has ever said that about me. Like, that's growth. I mean, hey, I will take it. Listen, if there's something worth criticizing, like, then it's worth criticizing. And that's my opinion. Like, I don't need to be critical of something just because you think I need to be critical of it. Like, you can just disagree with me. An idol stops to fix their mic pack in the middle of a stage, sue me. It's not a big deal. An idol giving zero energy during a stage, an idol lip syncing during a stage, absolutely. Those are things that I just cannot stand. But to take 5 seconds to fiddle with a knob, I will survive. We will survive. Which on that note, I mean, I don't know, I really want to restart the podcast, but on a separate channel, and I want to like re-upload all the old podcast episodes, but like, we were really spicy, you know, we were really spicy in our opinions. I'm like, you know, that's just not me anymore, but I still want to share my thoughts on stuff. But anyways, all that to say, I'm thinking about doing that. But yeah, I reckon that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And as for me, I'm gonna get going. K-pop song of the day. This is 4 by Twice. I hated it at first. Maybe not hate. Hate is a very strong word. But I was like, I will never listen to this song. It's not my thing. Well, I was proven wrong by me. It's just so addictive, and like the little butt dance is so fun, and I don't know, just so like retro and fun. That's the only way I could describe it. Misheard K-pop lyric. It sounds like Sana is saying, "I'm gonna massage your dome." This is for all my ladies. She's saying, "I'm outside your door," but I always sing, "I massage your dome." I also like Death by Devotion by Adele, so yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I massage your dome, so let's go. Oh my god, that literally sounded like her.